Avocado is another one. I didn't bring avocado. Well, I did bring a leaf of avocado. And avocado has so many neat things. You can use the leaves for all kinds of stuff. It's really, the pulp of the fruit is incredible for your skin. And you can buy all kinds of cosmetics and stuff that have a certain percentage of it in there. But if you have avocados in your yard, and even if you buy one, you can keep them in the refrigerator for, you know, a week or more, depending on their state of ripeness. And just rub it in. It's great for your skin. It relieves all kinds of pimples and blemishes. It's another thing that'll probably do a number on wrinkles if you use it consistently. And the ripe fruit is whole food. You could live on avocado alone. Of course, it'd be nice to have, you know, chicken and some other stuff in there too, fish. It has, the oil is very similar to lanolin. It's penetrating and it softens the skin. And that's one of the reasons I included in my 3 mix with the tea tree oil and this stuff and aloe. All of them are really good for you. But you can read all this stuff. There's a lot of stuff on there that I'm not going to cover everything. But what's interesting, we get down to the bottom again, and that bottom is always an interesting part. It says the ground seed of the avocado is mixed with different kinds of baits to kill rats. Now here we're using it and we're eating it and we're, you know, doing all kinds of neat stuff with it. But if you give it to your pet rat, it's gone. The unripe fruit is considered to be poisonous, which is really interesting because that was my first taste of avocado, was unripe fruit. If you ever tell a kid or somebody from up north, some poor Yankee, that something's good to eat, would you please eat it in front of him or them? You know, if it's something that has to be eaten a certain way, he'll figure it out if you take it apart and you eat it a certain way. But to just hand somebody a fruit and say, this is really great, you ought to eat this. Well, I'm a Yankee. I was 9 years old at the time, and I'm from Chicago, so the only thing I ever ate in the way of fruit, you just bit into it, right? Well, boy, you could lose your teeth doing that in unripe avocados, you know. So my first avocado was unripe, and it was something like, it was 9, probably 20 some odd years later, I was running a nursery, and we had avocado trees all over the nursery. And I had never eaten avocado. We would sell them in the local stores. Well, my dog, I had a Italian Greyhound, who learned to be a real dog, you know. I was married to a young lady who insisted that dog be a neat little animal that slept on the edge of the bed and all this kind of stuff. Well, when I left, this animal became a dog. And she ran the nursery, all over the whole nursery. And she comes into the office, and I'm on the phone, and she's got an avocado in her mouth. And she drops it on the floor, and she starts taking it apart, peels it, starts eating it. So I got rid of my phone call. I took the avocado away from the dog. I thought, God damn, the dog wants it. The reason the dog got into it, because a rat had started eating the ripe avocado. And the dog figured it out, that the ripe avocado was good to eat. And she pulled the skin off and she was eating it. So I took this avocado away from the dog, scraped out a little bit that might have been rat and dog, and tried my first really good avocado at about 32, I think it was at the time. And you've got to tell somebody how to do these things. You can't just assume people know how to eat some kind of weird tropical fruit, because it's not always true. Anyway, the dog got pissed, so I had to give her back her avocado, but we went out together to find one the rats hadn't started, and I started carrying these things home from the night. It was great.